Hi guys, welcome to One Habit a Year. Thank you for continuing on this journey with us for old members, and thank you to all the new alumni who are joining us. My name is Sarah Kim, and I'm a 2013 GLDI alumna.
Hi everyone, my name is Chris Kang. I'm an alumnus from year 2014.
Hey guys, my name is Esther Kim, and I'm from the class of 2014.
The three of us make up the OHY committee, and we are so happy to serve you guys and to go on this journey together. First, I want to remind you of the vision of the GLDI Alumni Network, or GLDN. Our vision is to walk with you for the next 40 years and to help you reach your God-given vision. To do this, GLDN has implemented projects that help us build three areas in our lives, or the three L's: love God, love me, love you. OHY is one of the projects, and a special one that can fit into any of the three categories. Depending on what habit or goal you choose, you can work on any one or multiple parts of the three L's. For example, if you were to choose a habit in the spiritual category, like memorizing Bible verses or daily devotionals, you'd be growing in the love God area. Something physical or intellectual, like working out or reading books, would fall under love me. Praying for someone else or MSD as your habit would fall under love you. Why are the three L's important? Because growing in these three areas helps us to become God-centered, spirit-filled, competent, global ambassadors for Christ. Alright guys, this is how you will be choosing your weekly habits. All members, listen up because this is a little different to how we've been doing it. First, think of a long-term goal. It can be a 1, 2, or even a 3-year long goal. It can be something that you have always wanted to do, or something that you know you have to do, but need help making practical steps to achieve it. For example, in the past, alumni have chosen habits in roughly 4 categories: spiritual, physical, mental, emotional. A long-term goal in the spiritual category could be something like reading the whole Bible in a year, or becoming a small group leader in a year. A long-term goal in the physical category could be something like running a marathon in a couple years, or learning how to play a sport. A long-term goal in the mental category could be something like learning a new language, or something you have to do for school, like writing a thesis that's due in 2 years. And in the emotional category, it could be studying abroad in a year. Number 2, start from your big long-term goal and work backwards to find periodic, smaller goals. Using the example of running a half marathon in a year, work backwards to figure out an 8-month goal and a 4-month goal. An 8-month goal could be signing up for a 5K and running it, and a 4-month goal could be running 2 miles without stopping. Once you have your periodic goals set, you can work backwards to figure out a weekly habit. To reach your initial 4-month goal of running 2 miles without stopping, your weekly habit could be running 15 minutes twice a week. The more specific and simple your weekly habits are, the more likely you are to succeed. Remember, your weekly minimum goals should not exceed 4 times a week. Try to think of all of your responsibilities and be realistic about what is the bare minimum you'd like to accomplish in 1 week. You'll also get a chance to reflect and evaluate your process every 4 months. This will be a good chance to modify or change your habits if necessary. If at any point you'd like to change your habit, please let someone on the OHY committee know for consulting.
So, to start, make sure you read all the contents of the email that you received from us. In the email, you'll find a link that will take you directly to your Google Sheet. Click on that and fill in your info for the whole entire month. For easy access, you can bookmark it to your website's browser. Click. Next, you'll be invited into 2 Kakao groups. The first one will be your OHY team for a year, and the second one will be one with all the OHY members in it. And here you'll find announcements being shared and also general reminders for you to mark your tallies each week. In these groups, let's help each other stay motivated and encouraged throughout the week to fill in your tallies. Introduce yourself to your teams and get to know each other.
Because you're going to have to spend the whole year with them.
Oh, and we have a mission for you. Get together with your team and think of a team name. Share it in the All Members OHY group by Sunday. Good luck.
You will be put into a team of 3 to 4 people. The OHY committee will select one person in each team to lead the team for 1 month, and then you will rotate so everyone in the team has a chance to lead. We ask the leaders to take some responsibilities, like initiating conversations and checking how everyone is doing. These responsibilities will be explained further in another separate video just for the leaders. Teammates, please take ownership of your team. Remember that GLDI has taught us so much about ownership. OHY is where you get to practice it. Even if you're not the leader for the month, please engage with your teammates and encourage one another instead of waiting for the leader to do so. Communicating with your teammates is essential to OHY because engaging with each other is how you'll motivate yourself to do your habit. To make it easier, this is what we ask of you. Check in or report to your team when you do your habit using your Kakao chat room. There are many ways to do this. Number 1, you can check in by typing in your chat room. Example, you can literally write, "Hey, I just did my habit, send." Number 2, you can post a picture of you and your habit. For example, Josh Wu from class of 2014, whose habit was to exercise, took a picture of the park where he was running. Another example, Kevin Bay from class of 2014, whose habit was to memorize a Bible verse, took a screenshot of this phone application that he used to memorize it. Pictures are great because they give visual cues, but they don't have to be pictures. They just need to be some form of communication. The purpose is this: every time you do your habit, you actually feel like you accomplished something. You're telling the world, "Hey, I did my habit." Another purpose is this: every time you check in with your habit, you're encouraging your teammates to do the same. You're saying, "Hey, look, I did my habit. Are you doing yours?" It's a way to be accountable to each other because at the end of the day, we're all struggling and running the same race. What better way to do this than constantly encouraging and reminding each other? So we ask you to check in with your team at least once a week. More, the better.
So, that's about it. Exciting, right?
Personally, the biggest benefit I've gotten out of OHY is not only helping me to stay committed to a habit, but really keeping me in touch with the GLDI community, staying in touch with people from my class, and also being able to meet people from other classes. So let me close with this Bible verse from Hebrews 12:1.
Since we are surrounded by such a great cloud of witnesses, let us throw off everything that hinders and the sin that so easily entangles, and let us run with perseverance the race marked out for us, fixing our eyes on Jesus, the pioneer and perfecter of faith.